Hey guys, it's Maria with Meet Me at Zero, and I want to thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to my YouTube channel for the conversations and the prayer. And just want to pause today and talk briefly about Puerto Rico. I'm not sure who's keeping up with the news. I must say that it's baffling that there is no major network that is covering what's going on in Puerto Rico. I understand and I get that there are policies and laws in place for natural disaster. This is out of the norm, though. Puerto Rico is the Commonwealth of the United States, and for some reason it feels like neglect. It feels like second-class citizenship. Just to see some of the videos of the elderly and the children that are sleeping out in mattresses and tents everywhere because they've received over 1,200 tremors and earthquakes since the 28th of December. I can't even explain how we're feeling in the United States. I know Puertoricans everywhere. We are praying. We're watching our news closely. We are keeping up with our families, asking them if they're okay, if there's anything that's needed. And it's really disheartening that so many people, that we've become so unemotionally attached, so inhumane, so indifferent to the need of other people. We are talking about the Amazon fires. We're talking about Australia. We're talking about the war in Iran, and we are failing to talk about the people that are in great need. There are an island surrounded by lots of water. They can't just leave. The airport is inundated with people. The flights have skyrocketed. And there's need in the southwest part of the island. Today I am very proud of my Puerto Rican natives that have taken upon themselves, even though have some of them in other parts of the island have felt the tremors and the earthquake. They have not been devastated or affected as much, and they've taken it upon themselves to caravan to the place of need and take food and make shelter and share what they have with our people. I've seen people praying from different denominations. I've seen them cut bread. I've seen them crying and hugging each other. I would say David from CBS, I don't want to say his name wrong, Begnow, is the only one that's really taken the time to report. He is flying. Anything that happens in Puerto Rico, he's there within a few hours, and we consider him El Boricua, a part of us. And I just want people in Puerto Rico who are able to hear this message to know that we are praying for you. I cannot say how proud I am to be a Puerto Rican, to see my people, the resilience of my people. It's remarkable, the example they're setting for the world, and it's almost ignored, but not. Starting with having lived through Hurricane Irma and Maria, having gotten together, people who voted for the governor, they found out he was a crook, as well as his administration, and the same people that voted for him and some got to the streets. Over 1 million people were out and got him out of the office. They have a brand new governor. And Puerto Ricans are not sitting around waiting for government assistance, and they're not sitting around. They are taking it upon themselves to take care of their own people. And if you understood how hard life is in Puerto Rico, you will understand the sacrifices and the journey that people are taking. I always suggest to people who've never been to take a trip, and not only to San Juan, not only to Ponce, to the major metro areas where you can go shopping and all that good stuff. Just go to the mountainside. Go see how people live, and how blessed and privileged we are in America to live as well as we do. If anything were to happen here, we have help within a few hours. Puerto Rico has to wait weeks for something to be signed, weeks for people to do anything, to send anything of aid. So this week, I just want to encourage you to stay in tune with humanity. Everything that's going on in the world is mind-boggling. I'm an animal lover. I'm just seeing so many animals in Australia destroyed because of evil, of people who chose to start a fire for whatever reason. It is absolutely disturbing. It's disturbing Today in the Philippines, a volcano erupted. Mexico had a volcano not too long ago, I want to say. And so much is going on in the world that we really have to unite. This is not about party. This is not about politics. Politics and politicians supposedly signed up to help humans. And the least quality that they have is they're humanist. Everybody's out to make money. Even in Puerto Rico, politicians are profiting, putting their name attached to donations. You have different churches instilling fear that God is punishing Puerto Rico, or, this is what we've done, or some craziness. This is a time of unity, of us looking at each other and saying, where can I help my fellow neighbor? If this was happening here, if we had a major earthquake here, how would we feel if we saw our family members sleeping in mattresses or sleeping in the dirt, your grandparents, your parents, not having water, having 1,200 earthquakes, tremors, mostly tremors, a few really strong earthquakes, everything around you falling apart. You can't take a shower. You can't use the bathroom like normal people. You're not allowed in your home to get anything because at any moment, anything can collapse. And I think we're missing that part of the human experience. We're really disassociating ourselves. And while we get involved in everything stupid that's going on in the world that's irrelevant to us, we're missing the mark when it comes to connecting to others that matter, others that are on our level, others that have needs. We have needs. And so this week, I just want to encourage you to reach out, pray, get involved. As an American citizen, we vote, and we need to pay attention who is sounding the alarm in regards to what's going on, not only in Puerto Rico, but in other places. We get to impact because Puerto Rico is not represented. They're not able to vote. As to how things are done. And again, this is not a blue and this is not a red. This is a human emergency. This is a national emergency. This is serious. What is going on in Puerto Rico? Why have the specialists not been sent to find out why they're having this many tremors? Could it be a volcano? We don't know. A long time ago, water, the bare necessities should have been delivered. We have the military, ships could have been sent. There's so many different things and components that we can definitely make a difference. And somehow we find it indifferent because they're a little far apart, and they're a small island and a commonwealth that we dismiss their existence. So today I just want to say I'm so proud to see my people making moves in the island, driving hours in caravans, cooking, taking care of themselves with the little they have, and sharing what they have. And that's the best part about my culture. I think family, solidarity is definitely part of who we are. And from over here, as we worry, as we pray, as we stay in touch, we are praying for you. And if anything major were to happen, we will band together. We will come together here in the United States to do what we can, like we have in the past, to send stuff to Puerto Rico and to make an impact from here. So this week, just connect with other people. Turn the TV off and stop listening to foolishness that divides us politically, and get in touch with what is needed of us as humans. What can we do? And we all can put a grain of rice, a grain of salt, to make somebody else's life better. So this week, meet me at 0. I am just disturbed this week. My heart is it's what I've seen, what my people have gone through. It's disheartening. I thank God my parents are here. My family is doing well back home. Everybody has a backpack, ready to leave the homes. I have an uncle who's bedridden, who cannot walk, and there's really nobody that can carry him out if needed to. And there's no ambulance that could be called. There's no 911 like there is here. So this week, please pray. I pray that God will keep our hearts tender, that we will do his will and his work. The Great Commission was for each of us, not for just evangelists and preachers. And we get lost in these big churches, big money. We get lost in foolishness that we watch on TV. We get lost in the music culture. We get lost in all kind of dumb foolishness, that we lose sight of what's truly important and what's going on around us that really does impact us all. The environment, the animals, the planet, other humans, whatever country that is. And just thank you for listening. Be on the lookout to see if there's something you can do to bless someone this week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.